Hello there. This is a video in response to a lady who made a video called Why Matriarchies Are Doomed to Fail. This is just my take on it and my response to that video. Now, unfortunately, I do not remember the name of the lady, of the channel, so I'm sorry about that. But I, I still have managed to download the video and I have viewed most of it. And I wish to provide a response to that lady who has very kindly provided this explanation of why she believes that matriarchies are doomed to fail. Now, first of all, I have to point out that I definitely believe I have observed and noticed that this lady is very well spoken. She's very good at formulating her ideas and thoughts, and she seems to be quite clever. However, since you have taken all this time to make that video, that beautiful video, which I do mostly agree with, I do have certain points which I would like to straighten out, and this is what this response video is all about. So I want to respond to certain things that this lady said, which I do not agree with. All right? First of all, I would like to state that I do agree with most of what she has said, and definitely the gist of what she has said. So, are matriarchies inferior to patriarchies? Definitely. Are matriarchies doomed to failure? Absolutely. Absolutely. And we have seen this time and time and time again. And this was actually known since ancient times. It was known in ancient times that that matriarchies are definitely inferior to patriarchies. In Islam, now I am not religious, but Islam does say that any people who are led by a woman are going to fail. So the Muslims are literally saying what this lady is saying, right? Sorry, what you are saying, because it's a response to you, right? And of course, Cicero, the Roman philosopher and statesman, has said that feminine democracies are doomed to fail, and this has been said multiple times by different peoples in ancient times throughout the centuries. So this is, there seems to be a consensus and an agreement about this. So are matriarchies doomed to failure? Absolutely. Now, I do want to retort and respond to something which the kind lady has said, which I do not agree with. So what the lady said is that she says some things which are quite contradictory. She said that without men, society would fail and it would become bleak and it would look a lot like a third world country or worse. I'm quoting what she said verbatim. Now, there seems to be quite a lot of misconception in what she's saying and contradiction. Because first of all, it is the Western countries, which are matriarchal, and matriarchal means led by women. These are not countries which are led by men. So they are not masculine, they are feminine. You have to realize the kind of contradiction that you're making here. Actually, the third world countries are oftentimes very patriarchal. Look at Africa, all the African countries, from the south, as in South Africa, all the way up to Egypt and Algeria and Tunisia in North Africa. They are all patriarchal, and they are all third world countries. Patriarchal means it comes from the Greek patriarchos, which means the rule of the man or the father. So these are countries which are led by men and led by the masculine energy. So it's men who lead third world countries. So I hope that you realize the mistake that you have made or the contradiction in your statement, because you say that without men, the society would look like a third world country, but it is also a fact that third world countries are indeed patriarchal, and it is actually the Western countries, the first world countries, which are matriarchal. So, no, actually, the evidence suggests, the facts are suggesting that if you have a society which is patriarchal, which is led by men, so the more men there is, the more third world country the country is going to be, and the more female led, as in matriarchal, that the country is going to be, the more civilized it is going to be. What do I personally? I'm stating the facts, by the way, to clear up some of the misconception. However, what is my personal opinion about all this? Like, what do I prefer a matriarchy, or do I prefer a patriarchy? I would personally say that I prefer a patriarchy. I do believe, genuinely believe, that third world countries are better than first world countries because they are closer to nature. So, if you look at primitive people, hunter gatherers, and pastoralists, these are people that raise cattle, sheep, nomads. They were all patriarchal, and of course, they did not have cities. They were not matriarchal, and they definitely did not have civilization. They did not have technology. They did not build cities. They did not build metropolises. And in my opinion, this is a good thing. So the more patriarchal the society is, the closer it is to a natural life, to nature, and the closer it would be to a third world country. I think a lot of people like to trash and say bad things about patriarchal countries, and they like to say bad things about the third world countries. And I think this is a misconception that people have. It's simply because they never lived in third world countries, and because they are following the female-dominated, gynocentric, feminine-led propaganda or media, which is trying to paint patriarchies in a bad light. And of course, they have much more in terms of lobbies and such that they can use to promote such ideas, which suggest that the patriarchies are indeed inferior, which is not the case. At least not in my opinion. I do believe that patriarchies are superior to matriarchies, and I do believe that we need more men and we need more masculine-led patriarchies as opposed to female-led matriarchies. So actually, the more men you would have in the society, the more better or superior the society is going to be. I hope that I cleared up some of those misconceptions of yours and contradictions. I agree with the gist of what you are saying. I definitely agree with, especially the title of the video. I do believe that matriarchies are doomed to fail, and they will fail, and this is happening right now. And this is the reason why we need men. So I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I'm gonna end it here. See ya.